Hello, this is Mr. Muller for lesson 8-4, solving with a variable on both sides. So it's kind of continuation of last lesson. You're still solving for x or y, whatever they want you to solve for, except now there's going to be two variables, and they're going to be on opposite sides of the equal sign. So that's what it means by solving with variables on both sides. So we got some steps to go over. So first step is to distribute if necessary. Some problems you'll have to distribute, some problems you won't. Remember, you're distributing into everything, not just that first step, or that first number. 2, combine like terms on the same side. So remember, when it talks about side, we're talking about sides of the equal sign. Remember, like terms, so we're going to get all of our numbers together, and then all of our variables together. Okay, so there it is. So move your variables to the same side using opposite operations. So if it says like 2x plus 4, well, then we're going to subtract 4 because it said plus 4. Step 4 is move your constants on the same side using opposite operations. So that's the same thing where it's constants are your numbers, so plus 4, minus 4. Then last, solve for your variable. So let's go through an example. So I have something right here where I have 3x, or 3 times 2x plus 1 plus 2x equals 5x plus 12. So our first step was to see if we can distribute, and we can distribute. So we're going to distribute, well, and let's just do all the steps. So we're going to distribute, and we're going to end up with 6x right here. 6x plus 3, and then the 2x, and then the rest of the equation, the 5x plus 12. Step 2 is going to be combine like terms. So we have some like terms on the same side. We have this 6x here and this 2x here, which is going to give us 8x. Alright, and now we combine all of our like terms. Now we're going to get our variables together. So I have a plus 5x over here, so I'm going to subtract 5x over there, so I'm just left with a 3x. And I'm going to combine my numbers together. So I have my plus 3 over here. I'm going to subtract 3, which would leave me with 9. And then I'm left with 3x equals 9. So I simplified, I move my numbers together. I'm going to solve an x equals 3. Alright, if I have something like this, we'll do this one. Hopefully it's a little less confusing than the other one that had all the steps on there. So I have 19x plus 8 minus 8x, and then 4 with the parentheses, 5x plus 2 plus 36. So I need to distribute. Oops, I need to get off the eraser. I need to distribute. So I have 19x plus 8 minus 8x equals, I need to see what happens when I distribute it. 4 times 5x is 20x. 4 plus 2 is 8. And still that plus 36. Okay, then I'm going to get all my like terms together that are on the left side. Let's just start with that left side first. I can combine a 19x and a minus 8x, so I'm left with 11x plus 8 equals, I can combine an 8 and a 36. I'm left with 20x plus 8 plus 36 is 44. Now the next step says to get the x's together. It doesn't really matter if I get the x's together first or the numbers together first. You're still going to end up with the same answer. It also doesn't matter if I decide to bring my x's to the right side or the left side. I don't want to deal with a negative x, so let's just say I'm going to bring my x's, my 11x over to this side. Okay, so I'm left with 8 equals 20 minus 11 is 9x plus 44. All right, I want to get that x by itself. I'm going to subtract 44. Subtract 44. So then I end up with a negative 36 equals 9x. Divide both sides by 9. Divide both sides by 9. And let's use our magnifying glass and see if they got negative 4. There it is. Alright, this one is another one where it's all done in one step. Let's try to do it beforehand. Alright, so if I have a 4 times 2p, it's going to give me 8p. Minus 4 times 8 is 32, minus a 6p still. Okay, equals 20 plus 4 times p is 4p, 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, let's combine everything we can on the left side. I have these p, 4p, so I can't combine that. I have a 6p and an 8p, so 8p minus 6p is 2p. That equals minus a 32. And then over here on the right side, I have a 20 and a 24, so I combine that to a 44 plus 4p. Okay, again, I don't want a negative p, so this is just Mr. Muller's preference. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to subtract 2p from each side. So I have negative 32 equals 44 plus 2p. And we'll subtract 44 from each side. Subtract 44 from each side. That gives me a negative 76 equals 2p. Divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So p should equal a negative 36. Let's see if Mr. Muller can drag this over. Oh, sorry, 38. Oh, Mr. Muller can divide correctly. There we go, so negative 38. All right. Next one. We're finding which one is the correct answer. So which one could I plug in and get the correct answer? So I have 2 times n minus 3 equals 4n plus 1. So these are multiple choice. So let's just pick one, and if it doesn't work, well then I know it's the other one. So I have 2, and if n is negative 2 minus 3 equals 4 times negative 2 plus 1. Okay, 2 times, so I'm going to combine this is negative 5. This side equals negative 10. And this side equals a positive 7. Well, then I know it's not that, so it has to be 3.5. Go on to the next one. Oh, I don't want to deal with that third, so I'm going to try and hope that it's the 2 over here. So I have 12 times 2 times 2 is 4, minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. 12 times 1 is 12, equals 6 times 2, which is 12. So 12 equals 12. I'm good. So I know it's the 2.